Most gardeners think a struggling container needs more fertilizer. That's usually the first thing they reach for when plants stop growing. But what if the real problem isn't nutrients at all? What if your clay pot soil has become lifeless, compacted, and unable to support healthy roots? That's exactly what happened to me, and the solution came from something I was about to throw in the trash. When soil in clay pots becomes depleted, water drains unevenly, roots struggle to breathe, and plants can't access nutrients efficiently. The symptoms often look like nutrient deficiencies, even when nutrients are present. That's why I always check the basics first. One tool that helps me do that is the YAMRON 4-in-1 soil moisture meter. It measures moisture, pH, temperature, and sunlight, helping me catch problems before they damage plant growth. I'll leave the exact one I use in the description if you want to check it out. The surprising part is that the ingredient that helped restore my clay pot soil wasn't expensive compost or a specialty fertilizer. It was kitchen waste. The problem started with a healthy-looking pot. One of my favorite clay pots had produced herbs for nearly 2 years. At first glance, the soil looked fine. But watering became difficult. The surface hardened quickly. Growth slowed. New leaves were smaller. The plants weren't thriving anymore. Many gardeners would replace the entire potting mix at this stage. I decided to experiment instead. The kitchen scraps I used made all the difference. I started collecting vegetable peels, fruit scraps, and used coffee grounds. Nothing fancy. No expensive additives. The key was processing them properly. I chopped the scraps into small pieces and mixed them into a small compost bucket for several weeks before adding them to the container. Fresh kitchen waste should never be buried directly into a small pot. That's a mistake that creates odor, attracts pests, and can temporarily tie up nutrients. What worked was partially decomposed organic material. The soil began changing before the plants did. This is something many gardeners miss. Healthy plants start with healthy soil. After mixing the composted kitchen scraps into the top few inches of the pot, the soil texture began improving. Water soaked in more evenly. The surface stayed softer. The pot held moisture longer without becoming waterlogged. These changes happened before I noticed significant plant growth. That's important because soil improvement comes first. Plant improvement follows. Here's the simple ratio I use. For old container soil, I generally mix about 1 part finished composted kitchen waste with 3 parts existing potting mix. That ratio improves organic matter without overwhelming the container. For larger clay pots, I'll work the material into the top 3 to 4 inches of soil. For smaller pots, a lighter application works better. More is not always better. Balance matters. Most gardeners blame the wrong thing. When container plants decline, fertilizer gets blamed or praised for everything. In reality, soil structure is often the hidden problem. Roots need oxygen. Microbes need organic matter. Water needs room to move. Kitchen waste compost improves all 3 when used correctly. That's why I believe soil building practices are more valuable than constantly chasing new fertilizers. The healthiest gardens I've grown were built from the soil upward. The results surprised me. Within a month, the herbs in that clay pot looked noticeably healthier. Growth became more consistent. The soil remained easier to manage. Watering became predictable again. Most importantly, the container became productive without needing a complete soil replacement. That saved money, reduced waste, and taught me a lesson about how resilient soil can be when given the right inputs. There is one mistake you must avoid. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that raw kitchen scraps are not compost. Many gardeners skip the decomposition stage and bury fresh scraps directly into containers. That often creates more problems than benefits. Allow the material to break down first. Even a simple compost bucket can dramatically improve the final result. The waiting period is worth it. What I do today, I rarely throw away kitchen scraps. I see them as future soil amendments. Vegetable peels, coffee grounds, and fruit scraps eventually become part of the growing system that feeds my containers, raised beds, and garden soil. The longer I garden, the more convinced I become that healthy soil is built from recycled organic matter, not endless purchases from a garden center. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Farmagic for more practical, science-based gardening tips. And share this video with another gardener who's thinking about replacing old container soil. Sometimes the solution is already sitting in your kitchen.